Students of tertiary institutions and their parents in the Jos Plateau State capital have reacted to the 14-year jail term okayed by the House of Representatives against any lecturer or administrator convicted of sexual harassment. The legislation, titled "A Bill to Prevent, Prohibit and Redress Sexual Harassment of Students in Tertiary Educational Institutions and for Related Matters," was passed for third reading after the presentation and adoption of a report presented by the House Leader, Professor Julius Ihonvbere. Ado Musa spoke with some students and their parents in Jos, the Plateau State capital, and brings their reaction in this report.
The Sexual Harassment Prohibition Bill states that any person who commits any of the offenses or acts specified in Clause 4 of the bill is guilty of an offense of felony and shall, on conviction, be sentenced to an imprisonment term of up to 14 years, but not less than 5 years without an option of a fine. Some university and polytechnic students and their parents speak on the proposed legislation.
Say the bill came at the right time because most of these things normally happen, but there is not a voice that will be voiced it out for the Senate or people in law to take hold of it in order to bring persecutions and other things concerning that leads to that law and harassment that causes students to fail or to have this depression of how the situation normally happens.
I think it's a good one because most often times the perpetrators of this act have gone away with it, and I think it's a good one that there's a bill now to protect students in the tertiary institutions.
It's a very good bill because these lecturers, these people, the perpetrators of this act, sometimes they get away with it and they feel like since we've gotten away with it and there's no repercussions for it, they feel like they can keep on doing it.
I think it's a very welcome development because the issue of sexual harassment has been a very big problem in our Nigerian institutions. So this is a step in the right direction.
Kaltime Kabir, a polytechnic student, says sexual harassment is real and has become the order of the day in the Nigerian tertiary institutions.
I'm a Nigerian student, and I am a witness of such incidents where if it's either you cooperate with the lecturers or they end up giving you carry over, because that's what mostly happened. It's either you cooperate or you fail. So this law will provide us a safety environment where we don't have to have the fear of getting harassed by our lecturers. So I'm really thankful. As one of the Nigerian students, I'm glad and very excited that the federal government are considering our safety as part of their priorities.
Parents also reacted to the bill.
I think it's a good law. Teachers are not supposed to be raping girls, they're supposed to be teaching them. Nonetheless, this must be known. The truth is sometimes the way the ladies dressed in their various institutions tempt lecturers. I'm not saying that should be an excuse for a lecturer whom has been employed and paid to teach kids to rape them. So, whenever something like that happens, it should be inquired. Is the lady guilty of tempting the person before such a statement is being passed?
I'm fully in support of the bill because it will give us a peace of mind as parents whenever our children are into higher institutions, because some parents even deny their kids or their child's right to go to tertiary institution because of that fear. So I'm in fully support of it.
The case of sexual harassment in Nigerian tertiary institutions has been a pressing concern. With the Sexual Harassment in Tertiary Institutions Prohibition Bill being legislated, Nigerians are hopeful that the executive arm of government will sign it into law. Ado Musa, Trust TV News, Jos.